In today's video, we are going to build a school district, and we are also going to create the very first grain farms in Vox Azura. Let's get building. What's up, Cities 2 fanatics? Welcome back. Let me show you what I did off camera. I extended the quay wall in the industrial area, connected it to the residential area like that. Also did some minor decorations here. This takes up so much time, but it's fun to do. Also, we have like gas stations here on the pedestrian road, which is kind of a, well, I don't know, it doesn't really fit, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's jump in here. Right off the bat, we unlocked large village milestone. Let's have a look. Loan limit, very nice. We get a lot of credits, service budget, livestock farming, that's a big one. We're going to use that. Fire and police also. We got 3 development points, and I think I'm going to use those on the roundabout. On parking, let's go with parking first, I think. Yeah, let's do parking, roundabouts. We're going to unlock those a bit later, also in this episode. Let's come in here and buy some tiles first. We do have some tiles to buy, and there we go. We've expanded the city border already. Now into the service area, we're also going to put the fire and police right next to the medical clinic, starting off with the police station. I'm never sure when I place these services because of the upgrades, but it works out with the police and the fire station pretty good. I do want to create sort of a bit of a unique like layout with an avenue road as well. I really like these skinny avenue roads, and I do feel like the fire station fits in here very, very nice. There we go, looking good so far. And expanding more residential, and I realized the zoning squares are a bit off. I placed the pedestrian pathway to fix them, and boom, it's like all my shops on the pedestrian road just got like abandoned, but that works out, it's okay. And now we can simply come in here and zone some more residential. Very nice. Now the first livestock farm, the good thing is you do not need any fertile land for this, which I really like. It just makes for unique visuals in your city. Loving how the farms look, the specialized industry, super, super amazing. Now let's go into some expansion of the road network, and I think this turned out pretty good. There's the finished result, just a small expansion here, and we're continuing the pedestrian road with the seawall as well. First of all, you have to do some terraforming, but that's not a problem because it's free in City Skylines 2, and that is just amazing. There we go, we got it connected to the pedestrian road with the seawalls. There we go, unlocking the roundabouts and now expanding even more. Now actually starting with the small school district in air quotes. Again, loving the avenue roads, just placing one to make it look a bit more interesting, the road layout. Starting off with the elementary school, I test out the upgrade. I realize it doesn't fit here, and then I move the school over, that fits. I'm putting it down a playground instantly, and the high school next to it. Of course, we need the sports field with that. And here come the decorations with pedestrian pathways and trees. That's basically all we got in Cities 2, but it's okay. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. I wander off from the school district, but no worries, we're going back. I'm just going over here to expand on the city a bit because I do want to take care of some of that demand, or better, place the buildings while we have that demand. And that's what we're doing right here. Going with some medium density row housing, and I just decided to create these little houses right here. Have them all be the same size, basically spawning in on that side, and on this side a bit bigger. And it works pretty good, and here we have no more demand, but we're zoning it in anyways, because as soon as the demand creeps up again, we are good to go, and the houses will spawn in. Of course, I'm putting down some decorations in the form of roads and pedestrian pathways as well. Don't want the crossing there, though. Let's easily take that out. Very, very nice. And going back to road design, you saw I just did like a double click on the road to kind of manipulate where the zoning squares are scrunched up. And you can do that to an extent, it works, so that is actually pretty good. Going back into this area here where we already have some medium density, and I'm going to mix it up with some low density housing as well to create these little areas within this pedestrian area, and also doing some decorations in here as well. Trees, bushes, walking paths. That is what we have to work with, and that's how it turned out. I think it looks really, really cool, and that's what I'm going to do with the other 3 corners as well. Then, I'm sorry I'm all over the place in this one, but I'm going back to this part here and doing the medium density row houses again, and just continue the design here with the walking path and the road. Now, on to the schooling district, finishing up the decorations, and I wasn't sure what to put in here. I came up with this kind of design. I think it looks really cool, especially once I'm done with the tree placement, the bush placement, but you be the judge. Let me know in the comments if you like this design, and how, if you're a Skylines player, how do you decorate your open areas with the few detailing options that we have in the game. That's how the area turned out, and I think it looks really good. Very, very nice aesthetics. Very pleasing visually. I like it. And here I'm just like cheesing to get to Grand Village milestone. Just place down some power plants, get that XP, delete for 75% refund, and now got even more money, loan limit, district creation tool, production panel, some policies, low rent housing, offices, grain farming, that's the big one I wanted, public transportation, we're not going to touch it in this episode, we got parks and recreation, but the big thing is the farming, the grain farming, which also unlocks the view of the natural resources of a map, and we're going to use that in this episode as well. Let's check the natural resources. We have a big pocket of fertile land right here, which is perfect for grain farms. Grain is a very essential product that we need to produce in order to have a healthy economy in our city, a healthy production line in our city. Then we go into some more low density housing and simply zone in some more to get rid of that demand, to get the population growing in the city. So placing down a parking lot here because we have pedestrian roads, and I think it just makes sense. Plus the area is filled out, that little square, and I think it looks pretty good, especially after placing some of the pedestrian walking paths as well. There we go, very nice. Onto the next little square area in here, and that is how it turned out. So far, I'm loving the city, how Vox Azura is turning out, and now the farming area. I really like placing these farms because of the visuals that they bring to the city. Super good. Starting with a road layout, which basically shows me the border of where to put the farms, where the fertile land is, and then placing the farms. I decided to go with 2 farms just so we can cover the entire fertile land here on the map, because again, we do need grain farming. This is what I came up with. Then I took the district tool and decided to create this little gap in here and to plant some of these trees. I do end up changing the design, as you saw in the beginning of this video. I did that off camera though, so I hope you're not mad at me, but this is how it looks now. Going back to this area and placing some more housing, some more buildings for the citizens to move in. Then I just create a small road network, basically to, not a network, but just a small road to basically have this empty space filled out a bit. Connecting to the main avenue, the arterial road, if you will, also placing a bit of an off ramp here to make that right turn a bit smoother. And again, I love the road tools. Like, look at how good you can make this, especially if you go in with the road services. Take out some of the pedestrian crossings, or all of the pedestrian crossings, and tell the AI not to take certain turns, like no left turns here, obviously no right turns there, because you can take the off ramp. Let's take out the pedestrian crossings and the traffic lights, and just look at, like, oh my god, this looks so good. I'm loving the road tools. But this is where I'm going to leave you guys off. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to talk about this video, Vox Azura in particular, or City Skylines overall, feel free to join the City of Friends Discord. It is linked in the description below. Join Discord. I run with the Skylines 6 crew. Very, very fun. I'm usually there hanging out. Otherwise, don't forget, I also host a City Skylines based podcast. I've currently interviewed Tim Meister. The episode is also on my YouTube channel, as well as Spotify and Google Podcast. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for your attention. I really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, and please stay safe out there. Bye-bye.